Hi, we are Brinda and Varahan. Welcome back to our Goa journey. Today, we ride towards South Goa. An exciting day ahead, full of open roads, coastal views, and new experiences. We start at Candolim, drive to Fontainhas, then head south, riding through quiet roads from Arossim Beach all the way down to Cavelossim Beach. On the way back, we slow down and stop at Varca Beach and Benaulim Beach. It's a different side of Goa, calmer, slower, and more peaceful. Come, travel with us. Let's get started.
We arrive at Fontainhas, the Latin Quarter of Goa. These colorful homes immediately catch our eye, and right in between you will find churches like this, reflecting Goa's Portuguese past. We come across this small cafe and decide to step in. It feels like an old Portuguese home, now turned into a cozy little cafe. Simple, charming, and a perfect place to slow down for a bit. We take a short break here with some tea cake. As we walk through the streets, it's hard not to keep reaching for the camera. There's something about this place that makes you want to capture every little detail.
From Fontainhas, we ride all the way down to Arossim Beach. We don't capture much there, choosing to respect the privacy of the people who live in those beautiful homes. And just like that, the setting completely changes. By the time we reach Arossim, it's already past noon, but the beach is surprisingly quiet. Arossim is part of South Goa, and it is known for being much less crowded compared to the northern beaches. Long stretches of clean sand, fewer people, and a much slower pace. It's a kind of place where you can just walk along the shore without much noise, just the sound of waves and the breeze. You'll also notice a lot of resorts tucked away behind the trees, particularly ITC Grand Goa, which is why the beach feels well maintained but still peaceful.
After some time at Arossim Beach, we finally found this small place for lunch, and finding a pure veg option here wasn't easy. But this worked out well for us. We ordered some simple parathas and this feels just right. As we continue our ride towards Cavelossim Beach, we realize things move a little differently here in South Goa. Since it's the off-season, many places have fewer staff, which probably explains why things felt a bit slower back here. But on the road, it feels completely different. Compared to North Goa, where the roads are full of tourists and scooters everywhere, here it's much quieter. Fewer people, less noise, and long stretches of open road. It may not have that busy touristy energy, but there's something really peaceful about it.
As we reach Cavelossim Beach, we see quite a few foreigners walking towards the beach. The whole place feels calm but still lively in its own way. We park the scooter and walk in. The beach opens up with a few shacks and a long stretch of sand. The water looks inviting, so we just go in for a quick swim. The waves are a bit strong here, but it's fun once you get used to it.
Our next spot is Varca Beach, and here we are. This pathway actually comes through one of the beachside resorts nearby. The first thing that we notice here is that it's really clean and quiet. The sand feels almost untouched, soft, smooth, with these natural patterns left by the waves. Even the footprints stand out clearly here. That's how clean the beach is. Let's spend a few peaceful minutes here just taking it all in.
We spent quite some time at Varca Beach. It was peaceful, uncrowded, and almost untouched, but somehow we felt like ending the day with a swim during sunset. The sun was still bright, not quite orange yet. As we rode along the coast, moving north, we kept passing one beach after another. And somewhere along the way, one name stayed with us, Taj Exotica Resort and Spa. We thought, if there is a Taj property by the beach, that place must be special. So we followed that instinct, rode along the property, and found our way to Benaulim Beach. And almost immediately, it feels like the place we were looking for. The light is softer now, the sun slowly turning golden, reflecting off the water. It is quieter here, open, calm, just the kind of place we were hoping to find. And as the sun begins to set, we go in for a swim, watching the day come to an end.
And the next morning begins. As we ride through Candolim, it slowly starts to sink in that our time in Goa is coming to an end. The same roads we have been riding these past few days now feel a little different. We are already beginning to miss it. But we still have a couple of places left to explore today, so we head towards Baga Beach.
At Baga Beach, the water has this beautiful turquoise shade, and just beside it, the Baga River meets the sea. We take a spot at one of the beach shacks, paying around 100 rupees just to sit and relax for a while. There are plenty of boats lined up along the shore, and the beach is full of people enjoying the vibe and everything around. It feels completely different from the South Goa beaches we visited earlier.
On our way back, we stop at one of the most well-known churches in Goa. This church dates back to the 16th century and is part of the UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's also known for housing the remains of St. Francis Xavier. We are not able to go inside today, but even from here, the structure looks beautiful and timeless. A short stop before we continue towards the airport.
On our way to the airport, we crossed this suspension bridge. We have passed it a few times during our trip, and each time it stands out. It feels like an engineering marvel, stretching across the water so effortlessly. What we really like is how the infrastructure blends in without taking away from the natural surroundings. The water, the greenery, everything still feels intact. It's a small detail, but something that stays with us as we leave Goa.
With that, we end this Goa series.
Until next time, Brinda and Varahan.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.